Caution, these substances may cause some adverse side effects such as nausea, dry mouth, muscle tension, hallucinations, organ failure, excessive smiling, death, and maybe superpowers. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 drugs in comic books.
Open a tab.
For this list, we'll be ranking all illegal, banned, experimental, or controlled substances that plague the comic book world. Number 10, Infinity Formula.
How bad is it?
That's the problem, sir. We don't know.
This elusive compound helped reveal the shrouded origins of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Nick Fury. After being mortally wounded during World War II, Fury was injected with the Infinity Formula in a desperate attempt to save his life. It was later discovered that the serum would not only save the battered soldier, but prevent him from aging for a prolonged period of time. A doctor by the name of Sternberg coined this miracle formula, and has been using it to extort Fury, as his livelihood is now linked to the immortality drug.
S.H.I.E.L.D. takes the world as it is, not as we'd like it to be. And it's getting damn near past time for you to get with that program, Cap.
Number 9, EXO Gene.
Don't make us guess. What are we in for?
At least 3 made men, almost as tough as Superwoman.
Made men?
Ever wonder if superpowers can be passed down through genetics? Well, if you're lucky enough to be part of Lex Luthor's Everyman Project, it took nothing but a few quick injections. The EXO Gene granted participants varying superpowers, all based on their individual desires.
You don't want to fight me, you want to help me.
I don't want to fight you. I want to... Hey, this is like the Jedi mind trick.
The only catch was that the oppressive billionaire would reserve the right to turn off their abilities at will. The formula apparently wasn't yet fully developed, as many involved in the project soon died of severe organ failure. There's always a catch.
Take them down.
Number 8, Lazarus Pit. Looking for secrets to keep your youthful glow? Try taking a dip in these mystical waters. The Lazarus Pit doesn't only possess the power to keep a person from aging, but instantly mends injuries and even brings back the dead. The infamous demon head, Raz,
Though father's name was pronounced Raish, not Raz. A common mistake.
has been the most notable person to exploit its powers, enabling him to live on for centuries while preserving his body. However, the pit doesn't come without its risks, as users often experience temporary dementia or insanity moments afterwards. Number 7, Extremis.
You breathe fire? Okay.
This super soldier project was developed by a subsidiary of Stark Industries, Future Farm. While in development, the top secret project was soon shut down by the US government. However, residual samples of the serum were consequently sold to high-paying terrorists.
You are the next iteration of human evolution.
This would pose a serious threat, as the virus enabled its users superhuman strength, speed, recovery, and some very regrettable side effects. A more stable version of the drug would later be modified by Tony Stark, allowing him improved reflexes and combat abilities. Number 6, Space. Imagine being forcibly stuck at a party for days upon days. This social drug allows users to literally make moments last forever, as it drastically slows down the user's perception of time. It's quite comparable to the slow-mo drug featured in the world of Judge Dredd. Slowing a person's perceived rate of time down to 1%, allowing colors and sounds to be euphorically interpreted. The ultimate trip, baby. Number 5, Joker Toxin. What could be so harmful about a drug that serves up smiles?
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
The unfortunate individual that gets exposed to this toxic gas will be first subject to uncontrollable laughter, simultaneously having their faces forced into exaggerated grins, mimicking the villain's own facial characteristics.
If you gotta go with a smile.
Unfortunately, a painful death soon follows as the victim suffocates from their own laughter. The toxin has historically served as the Joker's weapon of choice and is more often than not transmitted airborne. He's also been known to use the non-lethal form of the toxin, just for giggles. Number 4, the Goblin Formula.
We need to take the whole line back to Formula.
the result of a deluded man's experiment gone wrong, brought to life by one of Spider-Man's most crazed nemeses. The Goblin Formula, initially referred to as the Oz Formula, was a compound created by Dr. Mendel Stromm. Once the doctor got arrested for embezzlement, Norman Osborn set out to finish the formula on his own. However, a tragic accident would leave him exposed to the chemicals and hospitalized. Upon recovering, Norman was granted superhuman abilities, but with the cost of his sanity, prompting him to adopt the Green Goblin persona.
Make him suffer. Make him wish he were dead.
Yes.
And then grant his wish.
Number 3. Fear gas. What is it you fear the most? Whatever that happens to be, this toxic gas will put you face to face with it in a horrifying hallucination. These involuntary delusions would become so potent, victims would be driven insane before the gas wore off.
They scream and they cry.
The weapon was coined by Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow. An immunity for the toxin can be developed, although the average man would fully succumb to its effects after a mere dose or two.
Taste of your own medicine, doctor.
Number 2. Bane's Venom drug. Tailored from the Miraclo formula, this addictive drug allowed users to reach monumental levels of strength and musculature. This compound was so effective, the Dark Knight himself found it hard to kick the habit after using it to surpass his own physical limitations. The hero's masked nemesis Bane would later find an overdose on the formula, enhancing his body to inhumane proportions. Results are nearly instantaneous, and the subject experiences enhanced aggression, facial and body disfigurations, and possible complete insanity.
Now we come here not as conquerors, but as liberators to return control of this city to the people.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. The Super Soldier Serum. Introducing the formula that allows its users unmatched strength, speed, fortitude, mental sharpness, and a peak physical body, all for the low price of becoming America's symbol of freedom. The unlikely Steve Rogers was chosen for this top-secret project, and was successfully transformed into the super soldier that becomes known as Captain America. The original formula, created by Dr. Abraham Erskine, has only ever been 100% successful with Rogers, as duplicated and altered versions of the serum have all rendered adverse side effects. While you hippies were tripping balls on acid, Rogers was tripping balls on the Stars and Stripes. Do you agree with our list?
I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Which comic book drug did we miss? For more awesome top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
If only it were that easy.